Master on the beat, let's get it.
Alright guys, it's your boy Brandis back at it again. This is my second locals in OP-08, so excited to showcase my games. After this event, the next day I went to a Star Treasure Cup. Your boy Brandis, I was trying to get, if I was able to get a number 5, but I couldn't, man. I couldn't. You guys can go check out the live stream. Your boy Brandis finished 2 and 2. I was able to beat Gecko Moria and the mirror match, but I faced a Bonney player. He saw all his sorrows. He starved me at 3 life. That was really smart of him. And when I did my first Rygo, I lost 2 life. So that's 2 cards that I don't have on my hand, right? And then after that, I play another sorrow, and I couldn't remove him because I didn't have another Rygo. So um, my so here I'm playing against the new starter deck Luffy. I approach the matchup like I approach for the most part any black leader. You just go aggressive early game, then you try to remove their board, and then if you and then I open with 2 Rygos. I was hesitating to keep the hand because I was like, oh my god, I have uh, I have I have the Karakuris and that, but that leader he can boost their A cost. So if he plays Gecko Moria, I cannot Karakuri that. So I decided to keep the 2 Rygos to remove their jacks and all that. And also they played other characters that like the Nico Robin I think and other characters that put pressure. That's when you use the Karakuri. But I think Rygo is a must in this matchup. So guys, if you go check out my video, the how I got my third Perona, um, the list that I showcased there is really similar to the one that I use today. And I mean that day, that tournament, and the other video that I was able to go undefeated. I showcase. It's the same list. You just gotta go back to the video. You can check it out. The only cards that I changed is I took out 1 zero cost, and I took out 3 Rocket Luffy's, and I added 4 Namis. After the treasure card events, after the treasure card event that I participate after this event, that I finished 2 and 2, because so far I've been doing really well with this list. I was able to go 9 and 0 early in the format. But then I went to a treasure cup and my losses was Bonney, like I said, didn't have the second Rygo. Um, and then also I play against Karakuri. He had an amazing triggers. He had his curve. He played really well, and it was just too overwhelming for me. Maybe I could have counter early, you know. But he just he plays the 6/7 6 cost 7 attack new gay. He was able to see all his life and rearrange them. That was really good. But his life was stacked. He had 2 Kikonoyos, 1 Prospero, 1 Capone, and 1 zero cost event. So it was just so much, right? And I think I had a lot of bricks. So late game, he was just putting a lot of pressure towards my life, and I couldn't handle it. But I made changes. So the only changes that I made is I play. So here we're going back and forth. I swim big again. I didn't have anything good to play. He plays the Sabo, and we go from there. We had that. So I made changes. So I removed one of the Namis. Instead of playing 4 of the new Namis, I'm playing 3. I removed the 2 Charlotte Compotes, and I removed a 2K Frankly. The reason I did that is because I added 2 5 cost Shirayoshi, and I'm gonna test the Cracker, the 4 cost 5K attack Cracker. The reason I'm taking Cracker, he can put pressure in the mirror match if you trigger him late game or like when we both starving each other, and also he can put pressure against any yellow leader. And if you can like play a banish on, you can match him with an Anami. With the Onami is more pressure. It is insane. Um, so so yeah, it is just it's a lot of pressure. If the 2 crackers don't do that well for me, I might just go play him on 4 to see how it feels, because with the Enels, with the Ragos and Karakuri, I have a lot of answers for the black matchup. I need to make my deck now better to be more relevant against the yellow matchups, against Karakuri and against Pudding, Charlotte Pudding. So those matchups, they just have the way their deck works. They just have an advantage against us, you know. So I need to try my way to. I mean, you cannot make your deck great against everything. You gotta understand that. But I like to try, spice things up, change the ratios, see what works, what doesn't. But here, you swing 5, you take the blocker, and then you go 7 to 6 to just to eat his hand. It's just about this match is about who can manage the resource better. And in this turn, I was able to establish a 7K that is hard to remove, and also I was able to eat a 2K out of his hand, so that's fine. And also, if they start playing, I don't know, 3 cost characters, I can just Yamato that, if anything. But Yamato is not that relevant. I mean, some games, yeah, you play her, but in the black matchup, the cards that you're always looking for is the Enels, the Karakuri, and the Aces, and the Raigos. Um, so also, like, I can always, because I was thinking about just putting 4 of the Ficus Shirayoshi. The reason I didn't do that, it was because um, okay, so with your high cost characters, your Raigos, you can compete against, for the most part, against any matchup, right? Um, you have the early removal with your Onamis or your Namis and your Gedatsu. Then you have your late game removal with Yamatos. Then you have removal with Karakuri, right? And then you can put pressure with a 10 drop ace, right? So we have a lot of ways to just grind the game out and put pressure to your opponent. So I was thinking, okay, just take 4 cards out of your deck, put the 5 cost Shirayoshi. But the 5 cost Shirayoshi is not gonna help me with the matches that I'm gonna have problems. So you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a big fan of taking cards that, instead of playing a card that may, like, you take out the Shirayoshis and you make room for cards to help you. Excuse me, to help you in different matchups, to help you in your weak, like, I'd rather take cards that help me in the matches that I'm weak already. So Karakuri, it just, of course, Karakuri is not always gonna have the best triggers. He's not always gonna have the best, all the curve. But why? Let me take cards. This is a card game. If he didn't have all these triggers, maybe I could have steal a game from him because I was being aggressive. So I had it. I would having a 0 life, but he had Capone in 0 cost. So that helped him. Even with all those triggers and playing a perfect curve, if he didn't have, like, maybe those Kikonoyos and he didn't have, the Capone 0 cost, I would have maybe win that game, but it didn't happen. So I go back to the lab. I'm like, okay. So against Bonney, I'm like, I need to see the Rago. If not, I'm gonna lose. So, and also one of the turns, I should have countered a 5K attack. And when he played the first Sorrow, I could have easily went back to 2 with the ace. But you learn, it happens. So, like I said, we're not always gonna make the best read, the best plays. But Rago is a must. Like you guys seen here in this matchup, I'm putting pressure with my board. I ate the blocker, and then I Rago the jack. And I believe that was my first. Let me see my hand real quick. And I have another Rago. Like I said, I drew 2 Ragos. I was hesitating, but in this matchup against Black or Luffy, you want to be aggressive, but you also want to have the Ragos to remove anything that cannot be Katakuri. And through this tournament, you're gonna see I learned that you need to get rid of the jack. But like I say, guys, always go check out the live stream. We can all learn from each other. Give me tips, share ideas, things that I could have done better. But I know, like, in that tournament against the Bonney player, I should have countered be at 2 life when he plays the first Sorrow, the second Sorrow, yeah. And also I shouldn't be. So I would be at 2 life, and maybe that gave me the chance to, like, draw another Raigo, Maybe don't attack too bored to see what he's gonna do. Because if you remove that sorrow, you can deal with anything else. You know, you can deal with anything else. The problem is the sorrow. That's like their win con. And he told me, he's playing four, so that's why I'm like, okay. I feel like with two crackers, because crackers not gonna be alive every matchup, but I'm gonna test to see how it feels. And I'm gonna put two Shirayoshi just to have that, that extra consistency. Because if they play the sorrow and you are 2-3 live, because that's what I'm gonna do now forward. Let's say I'm a 2 live, I defend. Um, yeah, I decided not to do trigger because no, I did my nail so he doesn't die. I'm thinking about what to trash. Um, and I might bring back Nami is amazing, but I might just even play her at 2 and maybe make room for Rock Luffy because sometimes you don't want to discard cards as an L player. But adding Shirayoshi it helps. Adding Shirayoshi it gives you like, oh, you can draw more because in the late game sometimes what happens if you play against a really smart player, they're gonna eat your hand. So that's the advantage of Shirayoshi. She add consistency and she can just discard the bricks or discard the cards you're not gonna use in a matchup and then drew the cards that you need for that matchup. But I've been doing amazing with Enel, like without the 5 cost Shirayoshi. But I'm always open to changes. If I went to a tournament, it didn't went my way. You need to understand. No, every day is gonna go your way. So he tried to remove the Enel, then he swing 9 to the Enel. I defended it. The Enel is just a lot of pressure. If you can just save your Enel in the black against any black leader, it's just a lot of pressure. So yeah, giving a 2K, make Enel 9, then the 1K. So here, Karakuri is going to put a lot of pressure. Because you play now in this turn, I'm going to be able to establish a Karakuri, and I'm going to be able to establish a blocker. So that's really good. Also, I was thinking about playing more of the 2 cost blocker. But I don't like to play a card more than 2 that in some matches they're not going to be viable. So that's what I'm doing. Like you got to be just patient and you got to be mindful. And I'm like, okay, I need to see Raigo against Bonney. So let me put 2 Shirayoshi, see how it feels. And also, I need to take cards against Yellow. So against Katakuri and Pudding, you want to see your Raigos too. Because Raigo, if you can kill all the high cost characters and then they run out of high cost characters, and before that you establish 1 or 2 characters. Let's say I can establish an Enel before they can play the first 10 drop. Then I can be like 5-7 Raigo, 5-7 Raigo, play a blocker. You see what I'm saying? So you might see me playing maybe 4 Enels, more Shirayoshis. Like I feel like Cracker's not like oh my god, Cracker's like your win con against the yellow matchups. I just wanna test it out, see how it feels. People be like I said earlier in the video, people be asking me for my Enel list for OP-08. I'm gonna make a special video once, so like I can do like a big tournament or like once I find out like, oh, this is the list. But I'm always making changes, guys. I'm always making changes, trying different things. But coming soon, yeah. Hopefully, like, let's see here. I'm gonna do at least like 5-6 locals, and then I will showcase whatever list. Because I mean, I went 9-0 with that list. So okay, so he removes the blocker and that. Wait, he's thinking. No, he's telling me he trashes. So I'm like, do you want to still do it? He said, yeah. I'm gonna still wanna do it. He thought Sabo trashes. I'm like, no, Sabo KO. So I get to heal, and that's not bad. The problem here is that the Sabo is I think that Sabo is a 9K because he has the event. I think so. So it's telling me, yeah. I'm thinking about if I'm gonna trigger the Nami. I don't think it's worth it, but because I don't have a lot of counter. So like I was saying earlier, I don't think. Yeah, I went 9-0 with this list. Like I said, guys, 4 Flampes, 4 Capone, 4 Franklies, 4 Namis, 3 Enels, 4 Karakuris, 4 Yamato, 4 Aces, 3 Zero Cost Event, 4 Raigos. I don't know if I missed anything. 2 cost blocker, Shira. And the changes that I made, like I say, after the treasure card event, you can always go back and check my live stream. I finished 2-2. I just like I say, I just took out the one Nami, so I'm playing three. Added two Shirayoshi. I mean, okay, I took one Nami, one 2K. I'm gonna try the deck with 11 2Ks. I took out the Franklin because yeah, he can put a lot of pressure, but like I say, man, I'm just trying to change the ratio, see how it feels. Maybe I don't do that well. I go back to the original build, or maybe with a few changes. But I'm definitely gonna be looking forward to make my nail list. I'm probably gonna go more aggressive in this format. I gotta analyze the format because I probably have to go more aggressive in this format to have a chance against my other against Karakuri and Pudding. Because Bonney, as long as he Raigo, I have a chance. Against Yellow, if I can be aggressive and remove their board, I have a chance. So, you know, but I gotta be mindful because I don't want to make my deck weak against Black. I don't want to make my deck weak against Enel. But if in the format, everybody's switching to Karakuri, everybody's switching to Pudding, everybody's playing Black. Okay, I'm gonna try to make a build where I can adapt. So as you guys can see, man, just putting pressure, remove the win big once, yeah, win big a couple of times and then the Raigo, uh, here if he has another Jack, it is what it is. Here, what I'm looking for right now is an ace. Because let's say he plays a high cost character that I cannot remove, then that turn I'm like 5, 7, 10. Then try to protect my board and then go from there. Because at that point it's just too much pressure. I was just blessed to be able to see my Ragos. That's the only reason that just like I say, man, I've been doing I'm being so blessed with Enel. He's been doing so many great things for me. I was able to get my playset of Veronas, stock a lot of stock created packs. I've been lucky with the packs, like, and now it's been a blessing. So it's a new format. There's a lot of because now I gotta be worried about Bonney, I gotta worry about Kata, I gotta worry about Pudding. So, that's why in the back end I'm starting to grind with a Lucci. Then I will try to see how I can do with Lucci. Then I will try to see how I can do with Black Yellow Luffy. Like I want to keep increasing my ceiling as a player. So here, that character is a 7K, I think. It's a 7 or 8. And that character, if that character sticks on board, it's a big, big problem. Like I said, man, looking back, against any black leader, if you can kata and play at 2 costs, that's amazing. And the 2 cost blocker is really good in the mirror match too. Togura goes 7, but, One Piece is a card game that if whoever runs out of answers is gonna, win the game, lose the game, because right now I'll be able to Raigo twice, Karakuri twice, and that nail stick in there. So, and also, guys, I will tell you, I think going against Black is better to go first in this new format, because if you go second, you cannot nail first. They get to play Raigo first. I mean Jack, and if you don't have an answer for that Jack, it's a really, really tough. But if you can, okay, so when there's 6 done, you will go to 7, right? And then whenever you're under 6 done, you will go to 7, so you can go 5, 7, and now. Then on their 8 down turn, they can either do Jack or Kata or Gecko. Then you can Kata that Gecko, and then you can go 5 and 7, and then you just go from there. But I mean, going second, you always drew an extra card. But those are things that I gotta analyze. Either or, if you have answer to whatever your opponent plays, you have a chance. But we always in the grind trying to find different strategies that can work. Let's see here. Like I say, as long as you can protect that and now. Right now, my opponent is shout out to Pokeballer Juan, man. Great person, great player. Right now, it's a little bit overwhelming because, it's like if I'm able to protect that and now, it's just a lot of pressure. And now, if he's not able to remove my board, it's so rough. The problem here, I don't have a 2K. I think. Oh, I have a 2K. Yeah, I have a 2K. That's good. You can tell me in the comments down below. Is it scary for me to be playing 11 2Ks now after the changes that I made after the Treasure Cup? Maybe, but Enel is a grind leader. I'm just trying to, you know, okay, maybe you have 11 2Ks, but you have Shirayoshi that can draw cards, that can draw those 2Ks. I decided to trash because maybe there was a misplay. Because I was thinking like I'm gonna play Yamato, and then I can, if he starve me, I can then play Flampe from hand. If I drew a Raigo or something. But that was, I think I just giving the 2K. I just wanted to keep that card in my hand. So here I have an opening to go for game, no blockers, not a lot of cards in hand, and I think that's what I do. You also gotta be able to identify. Okay, I have 3 attacks. He have 2 life. Maybe go 8 first. If you can understand an 8, you go 8 again, maybe, or 9, or you just split 2 big attacks. You know. Remember, black has a lot of bricks in hand too. He has like 4 cards in hand, and they could be just bricks, and you just gotta test the waters. Then you add that. If he counters that, you maybe go 6 and 7, and then you play the Yamato, stay at 2, and then you still have counters to defend your board. So he gave me the, yeah, he gave me the, yeah. So he lost 2 cards. Like I say, Inez here would be fire. I'm asking what's her cost, because yeah, I'm pretty sure I do the Yamato play. But if he doesn't take that hit, I can go big twice. So I go 6 alive. Also, like establishing another nail would be fire too. But he gives me a 2K, and then I go 7 alive. So it's a win-win. He's adding a no counter card, and I'm going back to 2 life. That's why, like I said, that's why I kept the Flampe, just in case, I don't know, the game changes. You also want to keep your Namis, just in case he plays blockers. But I have 3 attacks. I mean, I have potentially 4 attacks. But that's the key, guys. If you play the nail, just if you have answers to everything that black does, you can outgrind them, because because of your leader ability. You know, any other leader, you're in a time bomb. So here he's just trying to find cards out of from his deck. He probably doesn't have a gecko. He doesn't have, blockers, and that's really rough. And if he plays a blocker, I have the answer. I mean, unless he swing bigs to my board, maybe I have to defend. But if he swings big with his board, that means he's not gonna play a blocker. You see what I'm saying? Or maybe he plays only 1 blocker. I have 3 attacks. If I keep, you know what I'm saying? I can let one of them die, play the Nami, kill the blocker, and then go because he only have 1 card in hand, guys, 2 cards in hand. So, I'm playing for a position of strength right now. But guys, tell me in the comments down below things that I could have done better in this matchup, or what you guys think about my changes. Like I say, te amo, mami. So like I say, just let me know. Is there? Yes, I was blessed to go 9-0 in 2 locals. And but in this tournament, the Bonney matchup, it was really tough. I only won because he went for my life, and I had a Capone. So it was really really rough. But everybody needs luck too. Like, hey, that was my day, I guess. But if I'm able to keep, and it's a powerful leader. If you face the right matchups, if you see your cards, you're gonna win a lot of games. But right now I'm in the early phase on the format. I like to find the build that I feel like most comfortable. Like, okay, this build can compete against anything. Yeah, GG's. He went big to my board, and I just defended because that means he's not playing a blocker, like I said earlier. But guys, I'm gonna keep grinding the format, and once I have a list that I'm like, okay guys, this is my list. But I'm always changing the list. But like a list that, guys, with the list you can compete against yellow, against black. I will showcase it. Don't worry, guys. Be patient, because I like to grind and bring quality for you guys. Alright guys, so let's get to the second round. Alright guys, so here we are, round 2. Like I said earlier, this matchup came down to, to my life. Uh, he should have went for. There was a turn that he should have went for my board. He didn't, and he got penalized for that. That's what I would say, guys. Let's stick to the fundamentals. Be patient. Be mindful. Like I say, guys, if you don't have answer to their sorrow, it's a really hard matchup. And now players they're taking 4 sorrows. That's really overwhelming. So the meta is gonna always develop. It's gonna change. So how I can like make my deck better, make more my deck more consistent, and that's why, like I say, guys, after the treasure cup that I did after this tournament, I'm like, okay, let me put two fight cards Shirayoshi, and but I also, like I said, I'm gonna. You don't be surprised if I make my build more aggressive, and like adding more attackers or like more Shirayoshi fight costs or more blockers. But honestly, in this matchup, you need to see. Trust me, if you don't see Raigo, it's because I did enjoy it after my mulligan. I'm always looking for Raigo. So I attack a 5, I attack a live. You wanna be? I mean, maybe here I should starve him. But I didn't have another Gedatsu. Think I have a Nami in hand, so that's why I attack. But honestly, guys, I think it's just it's just rough, man. Honestly, now that I know they're taking 3, 4 sorrows, like everybody for the most part, people are gonna be taking 4 sorrows, man. Let's be real. You have to run 4 sorrow. That's your win con against a lot of matchups, especially now. So I'm probably just gonna start doing always a 5, and once I build a big board, that's when I go for your life. Because what about if that first life? Because I usually just go for board consistently, but what about if that 5 life was the sorrow you needed to beat me, or your second sorrow? So you know, and I was thinking to do the same against Katakuri to like starve them, you know. So I might do that too. Like starve them, just worry about their board early, get that Nami, swing with banish only, and then if you have Raigo, then and once you have like a lot of attacks, you go for for a little board. But it's scary, man. I don't think starving works because if they stack those 10 drops, and you don't have an answer for those 10 drops, and they have like 7, 8 life, it's like okay, GG's. So but Bonnie for sure, I feel like because usually that's what I was doing. I was starting them about 5. Um, but also yeah, like when you being aggressive, you also sometimes they will counter because if they go too low early and they don't have the sorrow and you can answer everything they play, you building your board slowly too. So here I go 8 alive, you rest. Yeah, I think yeah. Looking back, because when I went to one of the treasure cups that I beat both Bonnies, I believe I was starving them a 5 life. Um, yeah, so like I say, he's a 3 life though. He's a 3 life. That's not bad, but he just drew 2 cards out of his life that could potentially be those sorrows that he almost beat me with them. So yeah, I think if you have Raigo, you can be more comfortable, being more aggressive. But yeah. And also, like good players, they're gonna starve you at 3 lives. So I feel like you gotta starve them because if they starve you at 3 life, you can Yamato their anything 8 or less. So looking back, yes, I was able to win this game because it went from a life at the end, guys. But I'm sorry, I usually don't give spoilers. I'm not gonna give no more spoilers to the other rounds. But I like to be real and like be clear with you guys. Yes, I won this game. I was able to go undefeated, but in this match, things that we can analyze. Okay, you could have done this better. Maybe starving a 5. If you have your Rago, you can get away with being more aggressive. But starve them, and also when you starve them and they're starving you, oh my god, because you can Yamato their 8 cost, guys. That's really powerful. Unless they play the kid and the Rocinante blocker, okay, that's a minus. But at that point, you just gotta curry. And now they have 6 life, and now you can, you can still Yamato later. And if they have 6 life, you have 1 life, you can still Yamato. I think that Hori Jones is 7 cost, so like I say, it's not there in the world. Because if you can build board, and then if your board is not rested, you have You see what I'm saying? So here I'm being super aggressive. He counter, and then I play the Karakuri bottom life that, and you know, But the other matchup, he was like, man, it's looking good for me. If he doesn't have the Zoro at this point, I'm in a really good position. The problem is I don't have Raigo. And that's what I'm saying. That's the scary thing. He doesn't have all the cards in the world either, and he only has one character. So, like I say, aggressive can work. What I'm saying is, if you don't have Raigo and you're giving all those cards, and then he just plays Zoro, you're gonna lose that game for the most part. So guys, I don't know what happened. I did the recording, the commentary in the matchup, but something happened. Oh my god, man. It's a long match and I had to redo this. But I'm gonna do this for you guys. I love you guys. So I said earlier in the other matchup that, I was able to win this game because I had a good trigger. And there's other things that maybe he should have done. Guys, Zoro is just an auto win against us. We need to see that. We need to see that 9 cost, man. That Raigo, man. But I'm gonna keep trying to analyze things that I could have done better, things that I can try to do better. I think I say the list in the. If you didn't see the first match, I say by name the list that I was playing. I was able to go 9-0 early in the format. I'm 11-2 in the format. I don't know if this part made it, but I also mentioned that I went to a treasure cup after this event, and I was with the same list, and I was able to go 2-2. My 2 losses were Bonney and Karakuri. They're hard matchups. That's why after that event, I'm like, I'm gonna make room for 2 Shirayoshi 5 costs to technically add just more consistency. Now I'm playing a 48 card deck. Think about it. Shirayoshi, if it's on trigger, she's gonna draw cards. If you see in your hand, she's a counter. And if you don't have your high cost characters or your win con in different matchups, you just play that in your 5 down turn. Let's say you play against any leader, even if they have one character, you just pay 5 and you try to get your pieces. And I added 2 crackers, guys. I was able to trade for an alternate Nami, so now I have one alternate Nami. It's so beautiful. And I was able to trade to get 2 crackers. In theory, cracker is can put a lot of work in against Enel mirror match. Let me tell you why. For example, here, guys. Oh, before I get into that, I was it's a pain that I have to redo this. It just hurt, man. I don't know what happened, man. I don't know, bro. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. So okay, guys, technology, man, things happen. So here, I feel like what I'm gonna be doing now from now on, I'm never gonna swing a Bonney life unless I'm going for Lito. Being aggressive towards the Bonney player also helped me, because since he didn't win for my board, I was able to put pressure every turn, and I was able to get the game because I didn't have an answer to a Zoro. So also being aggressive can work if you don't have Raigo. You just forced to play your. You just forced to be aggressive. So I'm not saying I wasn't even over aggressive, but also, man, let's say he has 2 Zoros in life. Don't give it those cards, man, until it's too late. So I think just starting at 5 and you go from there. That's what I'm gonna be doing from now on. I was thinking about doing the same against Karakuri, since it was also my only loss in that treasure cup, or my second loss in the treasure cup, to starve them. But that's too scary because they have the 10 drop. So, but definitely I could have managed my resources better in that game. So, but he played amazing. Shout out to you, man. Also the Bonney player, shout out to you guys. You guys play amazing, and 3 Zoros, and also the other guy had like amazing life. So hey, it was your day, guys. So I'm proud of you guys. Keep up the great work and let's keep grinding. But like I said, I'm always adapting, always adjusting. So my theory on Cracker is, guys, let's say in the mirror match, usually you starving each other, and even if you're facing against an Enel player that's being aggressive, if you trigger a Cracker, you can and then you can just do banish. You can just put a lot of work. So imagine you starving each other, you building board, and let's say you have an ace, a Yamato, a Kara, right? Or a Neo, Kara, ace, or like something like that, right? You trigger a Cracker, or you play a Cracker, right? But honestly, in the mirror match, you don't want to play that Cracker because they have access to Yamato and they're just gonna kill it. It's just a yeah. You never. I'm never gonna put a nail on one life unless I'm putting pressure. You know, unless I'm gonna go. You can play Cracker for hand. Don't get me wrong, but late game, if I'm gonna put you close to lethal, I gotta play a big character, you know, or a rush character. So Cracker's gonna be there. So listen to me. Look at my theory. So you play Cracker, right? Here I think it was a misplay because I swing 8 to 6. I think he counter. I should have went 10 to 6 because I'm gonna play a cara. So that was a misplay of me, guys. Hey, good thing I'm redoing this because I didn't mention that in the other, when I was doing the you know, the commentary that didn't make it. So yeah, but these things we can always do better as a player. Maybe that was key because he was able to put pressure with that Bonney, but we learned, we adapt. That was just a minus, you know. There, you know, that's the advantage of watching your gameplay. Because here I would get rid of 2 characters, and that's key. That's good. But you learn, and we're humans, man. Not always we're gonna go undefeated or win our games. I'm gonna be trying to do more locals in this new set. I wanna grind the most possible with Enel before I try to play Kara or play Pudding or play Lucci or play Blayer or Luffy. I love Enel. I love how he plays. So it's early in the format. So far I'm 11-2. Like I said, if you go back to how I got my third Perona, it's the same list. The only thing that I changed, it was I was 9-0. I will tell you with the list that I was 9-0. You go to my Perona, in the intro, you're gonna see the deck profile. The only thing that I changed in OP-08, in my first 2 locals, I removed the 3 Roca Luffy, 1 0 cost event, and I put 4 Namis. After this event, I went to a treasure cup, and unfortunately, I finished 2-2. I beat a mirror match and I beat a Gecko player. I lost to Bonney and to Karakuri. So Bonney didn't see Rygos, GG's. Karakuri had a great curve, even a greater life, GG's. So I went back to the lab and I'm like, okay, I make 4 card changes. I remove one of the Namis, so instead of playing 4 Namis, I'm playing 3. I remove 1 2K, 11 2K is still a great number. I'm always grinding. I'm a great grind leader, so I'm gonna try that out. So I removed 4 cards. I removed the 7 9K Charlotte Compo because in the few last tournaments I haven't played her. She hasn't given me a lot of value. She can put work in the mirror match, but like I say, you know, she's not like your win con, and you know, she helps in some matchups. But I'm like, I need to adapt. It's a new meta, and I removed 1 Nami, 1 2K, and the 2 7 9 Charlotte Compote, and I added 2 5 Shirayoshi to add consistency. Now I'm playing a 48 card deck, technically, kind of, because it's a card that can just replace herself and draw. You know, she draw into your deck. It's insane. And the reason I didn't have it is because my deck is consistent enough. But he has a boss monster. Bonney has a boss monster that if he sticks, I'm gonna lose 90% of the time. So Shirayoshi helps you just go by some of the numbers. So I'm gonna try that too. And then I take 2 crackers. So like I was saying, in the mirror match, you trigger that late game, is insane. Let's say you have a 2 life. You are 2 life, right? And he's a 3 life. You play that cracker. When one big cracker attack, you can like remove 2 life or banish 2 life. Yes, usually if you trigger that cracker and they attack, they play a Yamato after that, or they play a Nami or Gedatsu. Well, they're not gonna be able to Gedatsu, but they play like a Nami or Cracker or a Luffy. I mean, or a Yamato. Okay, but it's fine. It is what it is. You know, maybe they wanted to establish an ace and then they had to play on a Yamato. So that's a ace you don't have to worry about that turn, and they're not gonna heal because you starved them. If they're gonna be able to kill a Yamato, they're probably a 3 life and you're a 2 life. So, I mean that Cracker. So. But here, guys, like I was saying earlier, I think starving is better, but I'm desperate. Of course, if you don't have an answer to a Zoro, just go aggressive if they have rested characters, and then go aggressive alive and try your best to survive. It is what it is. Like I was saying, man, so Cracker maybe in the mirror match is kind of mid, but he can surprise and put a lot of pressure. Definitely, if I can play a cracker early, I will play it because they can only Nami that early, and I will go banish big early. That's a great play too. Also, against Karakuri is really good. Karakuri, you're always gonna be low in life against Karakuri. Karakuri, okay, so if you go first, Karakuri is gonna attack you the first turn. You're gonna be at 3 life. Maybe they play a Kikonoyu. If you can then play a cracker and that cracker sticks, you're looking good. Because if you can do double attack banish, you know, that's a lot of pressure. Let's say you go now to 6 stunts, they have no blockers, right? And you have that cracker on board. Or let's say you trigger that cracker, you can play, you have 6 stunts, right? Or for, you know, you can go 8 with banish. Now he has to give you 2k, so you can go, if you have 6 stunts open, you can go 9 with banish. He has to give you 3 cards early in the game, and that could be the difference. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, he of course he's not that powerful like he used to be, but he still has value. Against Pudding, Pudding plays blockers, but what about if they don't open blockers early? They attack you. Your first life is cracker, or you play that cracker early. Now you can threat the crack. You can put in a 2 life early. Even if they can ramp up, you're just putting a 2 life early, and then you just keep putting pressure and keep putting pressure. And also, triggering a cracker can make your opponent play differently too. You know, oh, I'm not gonna attack you too much because now you're gonna be less life than me. But being a 4 life leader, you most likely always you're gonna be less life than your opponent. And Bonney, I ain't gonna lie, guys. You trigger that your first life, and they play like a Cavendish or something, or they don't have no blockers. They just play searchers. Man, I go big, man. I don't care, bro. I go back. If I can stack that cracker with Vanish, I will do it, man. I know you want to start Bonney or that, but Vanish is just too good, man, not to try it out. But I'm gonna try it out, man. Maybe if I don't do that well, it's one of the cards that I will remove. You know, maybe play more Fight Coach Yoshi. But honestly, I'm just gonna keep doing more research, and I'm gonna be thinking about doing more, just taking cards against the decks that I lose. That's it. Bonney, I just need to see Raigo, so that's fine. Like, you know, like that's just gotta see the card to make your matchup better, viable. And against Kara, I just gotta tech, see what things I can do to abuse. So, like I said, guys, he definitely should have went here. That I'm giving all those cards, he definitely should have went alive. I mean, a board. That's what I was saying earlier. Like things that he could have done better, things that I could have done better. It's, you know, it's a card game with humans. It's locals. You know, it happens. But he definitely should have went for my board here. Going from alive, you're just helping me. You know, but it's a game of decisions. You know, but guys, I will let you know how those tech works for me, and I'm gonna keep making changes, man. I'm gonna do a deck profile like maybe a couple of, like I need to do more locals, you know. I need to do more tournaments, you know, because my deck is really good in a mirror match. It's really good against black decks. It's really good. It can compete against Bonney if I see my Ragos. I can compete against, you know, my horror matches that I'm looking at it, because like, the 3 horror matches that Enel has right in this format, I would say comfortably, is like, yes, you can lose to black, you can lose to Black Yellow Luffy, you can lose to any deck. I mean, and now it's not the best deck, but he can compete against anything, right? But the matches that you just auto lose if you don't have an answer to that card is Zoro and Bonney. If they just keep dropping 10 drops against Pudding, and the 10 you cannot answer them, and also the Karakuri deck. But those decks, they can also lose to other matchups, and maybe they're going to be less consistent. So maybe I'm not going to face them always, but I'm definitely gotta make room for them. You know, I gotta make room to take cards against them. I have to, because I'm going to see them. But we're gonna keep running, and the list that I feel like has the best balance and like feels really well, and like I have a good track record. We're gonna make a special video for you guys. You know, I'm showcasing the uh, Give me 1 second, guys. I already say the list that I'm playing, so you can always check it out. And he working, guys. 11-2, man. I take it. That's a good win rate. Like, I'm just making changes because as a player, I want to keep increasing my ceiling. I want to keep trying different things, see what works, what doesn't work. Like when I showcased my list last set, I made changes after that, and I did and I kept doing amazing. Like, and now it's really powerful, man. It's really good leader. It's just some matches you're not gonna see your card. Some matches you have they have a better advantage, but it is what it is. Sorry, I'm not going too much in the game. I'm a little bit desperate. He should have went for my board earlier. But here I say that here I should have went 10-7, see what he does, and then 15-9. If he had a counter, he has a counter. But I could potentially, in that turn, I could have potentially removed two characters. I didn't give myself the best chance to do that. So looking back, that's another thing I could have done better. But we're gonna keep grinding, bro. I'm gonna try to do locals almost every day, do events, and grind for you guys. So we're gonna try for sure. You know, grinding, and we might do a locals, and we're always gonna stream every local. So it's just a matter of, you know, if I'm able to make it. So even here, this game, you know, it was a close game. Capone came clutch. Things he could have done better, I could have done better, but that's the advantage of just, you know, watching your games. You analyze, but it's just some matches you just gotta deal with. They have a good percentage against you, so you just gotta live with it. You know, maybe the 7-9, the 7-8 Charlotte Big Mom. You know, maybe she will be good against Bonney. She will be good in the mirror match. She will be good in not necessarily in the mirror match. You can play around her, but against Kara, against Puri, you know. But she's so weak against Black. I would say she's weak against Green too. So it's like, I don't know. So here, guys, I'm forced to go be aggressive. There's nothing else I can do. I don't have Raigo. Here, I think he took too many hits for no reason. And here, he definitely maybe he doesn't have counter though. So here I go 10, but he should have given me that blocker. But maybe his hand is bad. Yeah. You will see what he does at the end. Yeah, his hand wasn't the best. So, like I say, being aggressive can work, you know. But it's like, if he would have went for my board earlier, I would have no hand right now, you know. Like, it don't matter. He clears my board. Keep that blocker standing. He doesn't die, and then he killed me next turn. The only, you know, so it's rough. It's rough. Maybe top decking an ace would have given me the win, but come on, I mean, it is what it is, man. It's just rough. So here I'm debating. I can block the 9. I cannot block the 9. Never mind. So I'm just, you know, taking my time. But I'm like, Capone, guys, insane. That card, that's the card that gave me the win. Also, him not going for my board. I'm so excited. Look at my expression. Like, I'm so happy. You know, hey, Casino Royale, man. So blessed, so lucky. But we're gonna keep grinding, man. Like here I won because of Capone. But after this, I went to a treasure cup, and I was gonna put the Karakuri at 0 lives, and he had a Capone. So, hey. I gotta take some more medicine. It doesn't feel no good when you're on the other side, brother. But hey, it's part of the game, man. It's just it's nice when you're winning and everything goes your way. But also, hey, be happy for your opponent. Like I was happy for my Karakuri opponent. He saw everything and he won. So I'm proud of him. You know, hey, good for you, brother. Keep it up. Like I say, he motivated me. I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to bring my kata back, bro. Like, damn, that was nasty, man. Like those triggers, that curve, that was so powerful, man. You can always go check it out on my latest live stream. You can check it out. It was a half fun that day and able to get trades. It was so, like I said, I didn't top. Did okay 2-2. But I was able to get 2 crackers alternate R. I was able to get my Nami alternate R. So super happy, man. But tell me in the comments down below how you feel about Cracker, man. You know, how you feel about Cracker. Hopefully, if I run into technical difficulties, technical problems, man, I will do this later because it will be painful if this voice, you know, commentary doesn't, you know, stay. Because I did a commentary and then I'm redoing it again. So rough. But here, man, I'm just praying, man. Don't kill me. You go 5 alive. Here, just had too many attacks, you know. He's just thinking what he's gonna do. Thinking here what he's gonna do. You see, his hand was not that good. If he did all that, it's because maybe he was trying to bait me to go for his board. I'm like, no, brother, I'm gonna go for your life. I'm desperate here. You know, bro, I didn't see a single Rygo. This has been a kind of long game, but that's part of the game, man. That it's a 4-off. You know, because people, John was telling me, oh, Sorrow, man, so he plays 4, he's gonna see it. I'm like, I played 4 Rygos, and I didn't see it, bro. And he's so rough, bro. And he was being, he didn't starve me. Like, at least the other player, he starved me. I still have the Rygo. But don't worry, guys. We're gonna get grinding. We're gonna learn. Like, if they're starving you, that's fine. Play the ace, be a 4. That's what I should have definitely done. Like I say, he played differently. Now I adapt. That's the game. That's the beauty of the game. Everybody's gonna. It's a new format. Everybody's learning adapting. I play him a certain way. He played differently. Penalized me. He drew the sorrows. Okay, now I gotta adapt. Okay. Now I see what he did. Now I gotta be able to, adapt. I go 11. I'm asking you for a lot of cards in your hand, right? 11. That would be 4 cards, because 3 2Ks, 3 2Ks and 1K. 11 is an insane number to a 5K leader. And then I'm like, okay, so I got 9 dons, so that would be 17. If you didn't, you're not gonna block a 17. There's no way. So yeah, GG's, brother. He would have been fine if he would have another blocker. He would have potentially beat me. Look at the Rygo there, man. It's so rough, bro. But man, great game, man. Hopefully this commentary doesn't get deleted. Oh my god. But let's get into round 3. Alright, guys, so we got lucky, man. The commentary didn't get deleted. So here we are, round 3. And of course, I barely won that game. Should have won that game. Okay, GG's, Capone for the game. And now I gotta play my boy Brandon. Great player, man. So he trashes 2. And I don't think he played nothing on the first turn. So he trashes 2 geckos, and that's like, okay, that's beautiful. I draw for turn, and here I have a Gadatsu, but I'm gonna do the banish play. Yeah, and then go semi with banish. I'm like, oh man, give me another gecko, man. Here we're gonna go over a few things I could have done better in this matchup. But it was a great game nonetheless. That's what I'm saying. I can grind with black all day if I see my cards, of course. And that's any deck. You need to see your cards. Like I say, I'm gonna be grinding. Hopefully, I can face more Katakuris. I haven't faced Putin yet. I'm so scared of that match. Oh my god. So hopefully, but I want to face them. If I can make the matchup 50-50, I can live with it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I care about. So he plays Rebecca. He has the Jag. I'm like, that's so broken. But here, my Gedatsu plays is gonna be really nice. I drew the Raigo to answer their character, so that's really good for me. So of course you choose here, you want to be aggressive. Here you pay 5, you kill the Rebecca, you go 6 alive, and I'm like, yeah, give it to me, baby. Yep, guys, I might just remove the Namis and put the Luffy. I'm not gonna lie, because the Luffy, it just works really well with my leader. I want to draw. I like the Nami, but maybe I would like, if I go, I might do 2 and 2 in the future. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just Luffy works really well with this leader. Sometimes you run out of hand, and Luffy can help you draw cards. You see what I'm saying? Because in those matchups, you need, like, let's say he, I'm playing against Bonney, right? I can do Luffy, draw a card, trigger Franklin from life, draw a card, Flampe draw cards. So sometimes you just need to draw those cards, you know. And no, it's just that card might make a comeback, guys. Because I'm gonna see how Shira Yoshi feels, but don't blame me if I remove the 2/5 Shira Yoshi and put 5 Rocket Luffy too, because it just draw me card and I can remove pressure while doing it. You see what I'm saying? And I'll be doing amazing without that card. So, but here definitely I made a misplay. I will tell you why. I have the Rago, but you wanna save the Rago for their second Jack. Here, he's not gonna give me. I can go. I have 9 dons, so I can easily go. I can put all those dons into that. Definitely a misplay of me. Definitely. Just go beat at the Jack. I go 5 alive, see what he does. Yeah. So when he give me that counter, I definitely should have went all dons. I don't think I do it. So sorry. But definitely I should have done that. It's a way better play. Are you gonna give me your whole hand for it? I don't think so. So I could remove that Jack, and then I don't think I have Karakuri in my hand, so I could just Raigo the Gecko they play. Yeah. Here I should have played the Banish and swing 6 with Banish. Are you gonna give me another 2K? I definitely should have done that if I went that route. Don't worry, guys. We're gonna keep grinding. We're gonna keep getting better and like learn more different plays we can do. See more ahead. You know. Don't just limit your thought process. I think I'm gonna counter that because I want to force him to just make a play to remove him. There's things we can always do better as a player, and I'm like, oh wait a minute, let me see. Just looking at the trash. Just analyzing. But like I said, my deck has a lot of tools to compete against black. Mirror match. Play your Luffy. If I see my Garakuris, it's really good for me. Other decks could be scary, like I said before, but I think if Pudding sees everything, Kara sees everything, it's a 60-40 towards me. I mean, towards them, like in their favor. But man, hopefully I don't see Karakuris and Puddings every day. So yeah, he plays a Jack. I'm like, okay. So here, I should have put all my dons. I think that's what I do. I will tell you. I know. Another big misplay, guys. When they play a Jack, they're wasting the whole turn to play a Jack, basically. So maybe I'm not establishing nothing, but I have Yamato to grind. I have an Ace. So why don't you just put all your dons, kill that, and pass? Or you can be like, if you have the blocker, you can be like, let me pay the blocker, put 8 dons. Are you gonna give me 8 dons? Is 13. Are you gonna give me all those cards? I don't think so. It's not worth it. You're just putting yourself in a lose-lose situation. Also, here I should have went 5 and 10 alive. If I'm gonna play the Ace, just save your Ace for the late game. That's it. That's what I feel like I should. I mean, what I was thinking, guys, is I'm establishing a body. You know what I'm saying? I'm establishing a body. That's what I was thinking of, but that was the wrong play. I mean, I'm gonna eat 3 cards out of his hand, so that's not the worst either. But that Jack is gonna give him so much value. Yeah, that Jack is gonna give him so much value. So yeah, the advantage is like he has slow cards in hand. But what about if he plays a Gecko, and then another Gecko, and then another Gecko? It's GG's. I'm not gonna kill a Jack never. So you need to kill a Jack always, and you adapt. That's my thought process after this game. But this was a long game, man. It was a grand game. It's a grand game. Just black and yellow, man, and not No killing that. No killing that jack. It helps me do a lot of work. Let's see. Okay. Because Jack enables him to Jack enable Jack is gonna allow him to just a 3 or less. You see what I'm saying? It's just too much. And that's not hard for Lucci if he has the cards. Like I say, I ate the cards, but it's like, you know, I definitely, you know, definitely should have just removed that. You see, now he's like, how much? A six? It's like, you're cooking, bro. I mean, I'm forcing him to spend his time. You know, he gave me 3 cards. You know, that's not the worst either. But they gained so much value out of that like, oh my god. Unless I can do like multiple aces or I don't know. I just feel like you have to remove. I just feel like you have to remove their jack. Just remove it. Deal with it. You place a gecko, cara the gecko, and you go from there. Because they cannot play jack and play a blocker. And then if you have a board, and then, you know, like I said, you can just kill the Rebecca and then go from there. But we're gonna keep grinding. Everybody just, it's a new set, but everybody's getting used to the new cards. So now I gotta like make my deck better against yellow. Believe it or not, guys. Believe it or not, Enel has a weakness against Kara and Pudding. It's just fats. Their 10 drop is way better than our 10 drops. And they play so many body triggers, and Enel can lose to aggro. So you see, he's doing all these combos while having a jack. See what I'm saying? This is so powerful for him. It's just so powerful and scary. Because that's a scary thing. Now he has a jack and he has a blocker. The good thing is I ate his hand, so he doesn't have a lot of counter. That's the good thing. You see what I'm saying? That's the advantage, you can say that. That was the good thing about me being aggressive towards the life and the jack. But I didn't get the jump done. My ace is gonna die, and now he has a jack. Now he has a jack, Gecko, and Lucci. And man, that's scary. And Rebecca. Yeah, Jack, Gecko, Rebecca. Man, you know, I know people always, you know, a few players, you know, I mean, people in the community are like, oh, yellow, this and that. Man, you're playing the best deck in the format, bro. You know, like, Gecko is so strong, man. Like, people complain, sometimes see people, oh, these cards, yeah, yellow has a lot of good strong cards, and the 10 drop is strong, but, bro, I seen game, like, yesterday in the final, in the Treasure Cup, that I finished 2-2, the finals was a Lucci and Pudding. And the guy played like 4 big bombs and he still lost. So Lucci is the best deck, man. Lucci is for sure the best deck, man. And like Black Yellow Luffy too. If a great pilot, and if you only face black, you're gonna have a good day. Lucci, I think the only hard matchup he can have is like himself sometimes, and like maybe like I feel like Enel can be Lucci. Because if you see your geckos, if you can gecko everything they do, build a board, and then you just do a bunch of 11s, that's a lot for them to deal with. So here I'm going 7 here. I mean, it is what it is. Play the Rebecca, bounce that. At least I remove that, but the jack is still here. So scary, guys. This is so scary. This is the scary. But do you see what I'm saying? He would have the same play, but without a jack. And that's good. Because I would remove the gecko. I will remove the gecko, eat the blocker, and now he will only had a 6-cost character in board. And that's fine. We have a lot of triggers that remove that. I'm lost. What he did there? Oh, I think he just tried. Oh, excuse me. I mean, a sum. Interesting. Oh, he has H, and then he's doing the, I don't know. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So here it was clutch. I'm pretty sure he didn't want it to attack with that, and like I'm like, okay, sure. But I'm thinking about countering, but I'm like, I don't need to counter that. I need to take it. I don't have Raigo. Okay, so if I would have Raigo, maybe I would have countered the first attack because I want to play around the. I want to be at 1 life so I can Raigo comfortably. But that's what I'm thinking here. What to do? Because he has all his dons, man. That's scary, man. I'm just looking at his strategy, see what he's gonna do. But definitely, this thing. That's a good thing about, and that I'm like, I'm really good at identifying what I did wrong right away. Like against Bonney, I should have swing 10 with Akata one of the turns. He should have went for board, of course, but you know what I'm saying, like on my end, there was a turn that I was gonna play another Akata. I should have went. I had 2 dons left. He was gonna rest my leader, so I should have went 10-2 at 6. You're gonna give me all those cards, and then I should have went play the Akata. And all the things maybe I could have done better. Yes, when I played in the Treasure Cup, yes, it was. By the time I'm recording this, it was yesterday. So the Treasure Cup, Bonney attacked me for 5k. I should have countered. I got greedy. Then he plays the Sorrow. Like when he plays the first Sorrow, I should have been at 2 life, and that would make my life easier. But it was a great game. It happens. He has the answer. Yeah, that Sorrow is just too good. And against Kara, it's just it's just you can go check it out, man. It was insane. It was a beat down, like perfect curve, perfect lives. Like okay, man, there's no way I'm winning that. And but here I'm just thinking what to do, and I'm like looking at my trash, and I'm like I'm gonna counter because I don't know what you're gonna do. You see what I'm saying? Like I don't know what you're gonna do. Are you gonna play another Gecko or something? So he plays a Rebecca. Adesao plays a Sao. Draw 2 card, trash 2. So also when you counter the first attack, it saved me cards in my hand because he's not gonna attack now with the ace with that Lucci. So yeah. So here I drew Raigo. And I mean, but here the best player was Akeno Yamato comfortably. It's rough, but go 5 alive, then pay 10, heal, and go 6 to the 10 to Jack. Gives you the blocker and pass to you. Just trying to eat cards out of his hand. But here it's kind of scary. He has the board, but like I said, that's the advantage of having a lot of removal from trigger, because we have the Namis, so if I trigger one of those, it's really good to remove the pressure. So here we are. Okay, and that's what I'm saying. He attacks with leader. I kill the blocker. That's really powerful. Here I'm thinking if I'm gonna counter. Because I don't think he's gonna attack with the Jack. So that's why I took it. And here I'm thinking if I want to do it. Guys, go back to 2 life. It's always welcome. Just gotta be mindful of what I'm gonna discard or what's gonna be my play of the next follow-up turns. But definitely, guys, always kill the Jack, and you deal with the rest. They get to cheat out a lot of bodies with the 8-cost Gecko, but they're limited to that, right? And then if they play Jack, they're not gonna play blocker, so just kill the Jacks. Because if you kill the Jack and he cannot answer with a big cost character, then you have room to play your Enels. And if you can stick an Enel on board, man, it just boosts your percentage a lot towards your favor to win that game. So yeah. So here we are, thinking if I'm gonna counter that. Well, I mean, I'm thinking about zero cards. I mean, just do it, man. You're gonna draw cards. I don't know that I'm barely not gonna play. Maybe one Yamato because I want, but that's scary because I'm healing for the zero cards, but I gotta do the leader. I'm thinking what I'm gonna do. Because Yamato can kill the block anything for cost. That's not bad. And Lucci is a great leader to grind too. Like he can grind. You know, he can grind. I do this just to play around like a blocker or something, bro. But honestly, I just gonna give it the 1K because you never know how long this game was gonna go. But we close to time too, so. But yeah, but it's you know, place is Tusi, man. I'm like, no way, bro. There's no way, bro. Like, oh my god, bro. Ooh, so scary. Because here he has a Stussy, Lucci, Jack. That's scary, bro. I don't care what you tell me. So here I'm thinking, man, what to do? Guys, I had no board. No aces, nothing, like just, you know, like it's rough. You know, and that's what I'm saying. If I would have killed that Jack early, it would have made. I'm not saying I was gonna win, no matter what. No, you gotta respect the game. Lucci is one of the best decks, but if not the best, but you cannot respect the game. Respect the Jack. Kill the Jack, man. I'm like, I gotta kill this. I'm not gonna be able to kill your Jack. You have 4 cards in hand, and then I'm gonna Rigo your Jack. Because Stussy, okay, she's a 9K on board, but Jack is just too abusive. And I think by Flampe, I drew the 10 cost. And that's really nice. Shout out to Nick, we were able to trade for that. And I got one, a Maitland, and then traded for one. So it's always, it's a beautiful card, man. Little by little, man. You know, the only bad thing is like, I might switch to black or Shanks or blue, OP-09, so. You know, but you know, this every 3 months, every 4 months, we're gonna be getting sets. So they started printing broken yellow cards, and then yellow is going to come back on OP-10, OP-11, and I want all the alternates of yellow to go low, so I can get them cheap. I really made a big mistake when I didn't buy my 10 drop big bumps when they were like $12. Oh yeah. So look, like Karakuri, nobody played Karakuri for a few farmers, and then he came back. So here, guys, clutch, be able to just capon that. It makes me get that too. That's not alive right now. So be able to capon, and if I have Raigo, I can Raigo that Stussy. But here, the best, I think the best players to place I had no bad, yeah. Just put pressure. So I go 5 alive. Just at this point, just put pressure, man. There's nothing I can do. He's just looking at his deck to make sure when he's gonna draw the other geckos, because Gecko could be his win con. Just give me a 2K for a 5K. That's always welcome. Heal, and then I go 10 alive. Just put pressure. If he commits a lot of downs to kill my ace, that's kind of fine because I'm still healthy. But let's see. But if he goes all his downs, that means he's not establishing nothing. So I can just go kill their board then after that. But it's been a close game. Being blessed to have good triggers, but I feel like, guys, remove the Jack. Like I say, if he confused me over there. Cause he moved the deck. I'm like, that's not your bottom? I don't know, he confused me, bro. I'm saying I think you drew 4. I don't know, bro. I'm telling him I trust you, but that looks weird. Cause you just separating the deck. He's telling me to look at the video. I'm like, no, bro, you're my boy. But it just looks weird. To me, I thought that was a top. I think that was a top. But I'm like, I don't know, bro. Like, I trust you, but it's just when you separate your deck, that looks weird, you know. But he's my boy, you know. I mean, I don't gonna go look back and like check, cause when I'm doing the commentary, guys, I don't stop the video. It's just I'm rewatching the video and doing the commentating over it. So, you know, I trust him. He's my boy. But I needed to tell him like that looks weird. In fact, it looks weird when you cutting your deck in half and putting one part by bottom and this and that. It just looks weird. So he goes 10. That's an easy 1K. Because he also wants to advance his board state, you know. That's what, you know. Because if he puts a lot of dons on the Stussy to kill my ace, okay, that hurts. But then I can just go over her too if he doesn't play any blockers. But here is we're about to hit time, and it was just, you know, the Yamato can clutch at the end. I think he was able to find his Gecko. That was really good. But yeah, it's just, you know, it's just like I said, guys, he gained so much value with that Gecko. He's testing the waters. I'm like, yeah, I gotta give you the counter. He's looking at the time. Yeah, it just, you know, plays a Sabo, draw 2 cards, trash 2. So here I gotta be mindful what I do. I don't remember what I do here. Hopefully I drew another ace, man. That would be nice. But his board is protected by Rago. So that's rough. You gotta be mindful. Don't get like discouraged or desperate. He's thinking what to do. He's a really smart player. He's just like counting the deck to see when this Gecko is coming. So here, guys. I think if I play that blocker, that would be nice. But I honestly don't remember what I do. But it's been an intense game. That's what I love. Like both decks can compete against each other, you know. Just whoever has more answers, okay, now, you know, grind more. And like I say, I just feel like I should have removed that Gecko, man. I mean, that's the Jack. But here I'm thinking different scenarios. You know, he has the board advantage. I don't have an ace because I could have easily went 5, 10, and 10. That would be a lot of pressure. But also, like, his board is looking scary too. You know, maybe swing big twice to the Stussy and play the blocker. That's not a bad play either. You remove a 9K, you establish a blocker. You know, so you know that's what I'm thinking. Or maybe I just play the Yamato, establish a 9K, but I don't think I do that. I'm just thinking to do like the best numbers, like yeah, go 11 to 9 because he has 3 cards in hand. That's it. And then I will have 6 dons, and it will be 11-11 to the Stussy. You see what I'm saying? So I can potentially kill the Stussy or eat the blocker. So that's what I'm thinking. So 11 Stussy. He blocks, and then I go 11 again. If you have it, you have it. And that's what I didn't do against the Bonney player. The turn that he had the Sorrow, pressed it. Yeah, that's 6 dons, yeah. I still have 2 dons. Right? I have 7 dons. I'm sorry, 7 dons open, right? So that's 12. That's 12 dons. That's 12K, I think. But you start with 11, text the waters, and you see what happens. But that's what I should have done with the Sorrow player. I should have went 10 to 7. He raised the Kara, and then 15 to 9. If you have it, you have it. That was just a better play, man. If you have it, you have it. I was in a really bad situation no matter what. Because then he plays the second Zoro, but he doesn't have that 7k to swing him alive. And if I have another good trigger, I can survive. And he doesn't have that blocker to block. You see what I'm saying? So he goes Ice Age, he plays the Gecko. We're like really close to time. Honestly, I just gotta like be at 2 life. I don't know who. I know I got the last turn, so I just gotta be equal to life, and then I will have more cards in deck, and then I just auto win. It sucks to win like that, guys, but hey, we're both grinding the game, you know. We're both grinding the game, so you know it is what it is. Sometimes that will work against you, sometimes it will work in your favor. Just doing the effects, the requirements, and then he replaces that, brings the Lucci. He kills my ace. And then I draw. So both being a 4 life is really good. Because I can be like, I'm gonna play the Yamato, play the Yamato, kill your Rebecca, and go 6-6 and see if you have it. Because maybe I should have went 6-2 life, but I don't want to die next turn. Because he has one more turn, I think, guys. Oh, no. I think I kill that and go 6-2 life. That's what I do. Because Rebecca is not a threat right now. I want to make sure I kill that Lucci. That's what I did, the sequence I'm going to do right now. That's what I'm doing, that sequence. So I'm thinking here what to do. Yeah, just pay the 9. Make sure you kill the Lucci no matter what. He's a better player right now. Because it's just, then he can overwhelm me with attacks and then I go 6 alive. And then he passes. Because he wants to stay at 2 life. So here he minus the Yamato. Minus again the Yamato. And then he pays, I don't know what he does here. He plays a Sabo, so he's playing defensive. But at this point, he should have tried to pull me at 0 life. That's what I would have done, I think. Because if I'm equal to his life, I have a counter to defend one of those. So he going 7. He only has 3 dons open. So I just gotta. I mean, I can easily just counter everything. You see what I'm saying? Because it's not gonna kill my. I don't think it's gonna kill my There's nothing in state that with 3 dons it can kill my Yamato. So I swim big with Yamato, he blocks, and then I can swim, I go like not 11. But I decided to defend, man, just in case. But here I counter round 2. I should have given the 0 cost event with a 1k and then keep the 2/2ks. So that was my mistake too. I misdid that. Yeah, you see I'm looking like, man, I misplay. 0 cost with 1k, you block the 7k, and then you have 2/2ks in hand. And I blocked the 9. But I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna take it. And I think it was a Yamato, so it worked out. But I have, I should have took that one too, because I would have went to 1 life. I don't know why I didn't take that one. But yeah, I just gonna attack. I mean, I just gotta play the Yamato and pass. So I go 9 alive. He blocks, and then 6 alive. It's the same thing. I would have won because he would have equal life no matter what. But GG's, man. GG, Brandon. It came down to the wire. we run it out. It's always a pleasure. You see, handshake is one of the homies. So hopefully we keep playing. Hopefully we see you around and keep grinding, man. Keep getting better from each other. So, hey guys, let's get into round 4, baby.
Yes.
All right, guys. So here we are, round 4 against Red Purple Luffy. Um, like I say, guys, this could be a hard matchup if we don't see the Rygos and they can start stacking their high cost characters. So what I usually do, I mulligan for the Rygo, baby. It's not like like Zoro. They don't have like a monster like Zoro, but they have Shanks, they have Newgate, so they can overwhelm me for sure. Um, but I mulligan and I drew one of the Rygos. So and this blocker, man, is so good in this matchup too. I think them just save you in the late game or early game, but it just can help you, you know. So here he plays that. I'm a 4 dons, draw for turn. Here, I'm just gonna do the banish 7. So it's just you asking a card of your hand or a card of your life. So because it's a 6K. So he loses a Radica B, man. That's always welcome, man. That's a great target. Here in this matchup, like I said before in the past, you wanna try to play around the law blockers and all that. Sometimes you cannot, but Karakuri and Raigo, they're the best cards you can draw in this matchup, and thank God I have those. It's attacking. If it's only asking you for one card in your hand, you can counter that one. Sometimes you cannot play around. If you're doing a bunch of aces, sevens, and you don't have a 2K and a 1K, it is what it is. You're just forced to take it. But we trigger Onami, and I'm like, do I want to do the Onami? Because I don't know. I don't think I have 7 cards in hand if I take that Onami. But I kill that just to don't allow him to put pressure on. Because he probably was gonna do 5. Yeah, he probably was gonna do that. Probably. So he's swing 8. I'm like, okay, I can no counter, but I'm like, okay, he doesn't know that I don't have counter, but I still have the blocker. I don't know if I want to trigger this because I already have the Rygo. So yes, I have. You see what I'm saying? Like I have the cards that I wanted this matchup. So why do that effect? Why lose a 2K? I was gonna do a 0 cost for something else, but yeah, I already have the 2K there. So here, I wish I had like a Gedatsu or something. It's good to establish early a Gedatsu. Remove that. Oh, well, just you can swing. You still have dons to swing with that. But here, I'm making sure the string is doing good. So sorry guys. Sometimes like when I did the treasure cup, I couldn't interact with you guys because I couldn't see the live the chat. Hopefully when I I don't know, man. But hey. At least you got to saw me getting my ass beat by Kara and Pudding, and Bonney. I say, guys, it's not always gonna be your day. It's just making sure, man. So here I'm debating to play that Franklin's. I think it's worth it, you know. But I go 5 to 4, taste the water, see if he gives me something. Yeah, that's really smart of him. There's no need for him to defend that. I go 6 alive. But you still gotta give me a card or you take it, and then no, maybe not the best play. Like you rather play like that here, but you're establishing a character on board that can potentially swim. Just with 1 down is a 6K. So, and you can always bounce with Karakuri, and just abuse him. He does leader fest. I'm here. I'm looking. Okay, so I have the ace to rush. I have the I have Kara. So yeah, he bounced. I'm like, okay, I have it done. That's the bad thing about not establishing a 6K early because right now I cannot do pressure on his life. But I can definitely remove his board pressure, and that's what you want to do as an Enel player. So you got that, and yeah, just guys, I mentioned this multiple times. It comes down to who runs out of answers. That's the fun. That's like one of the biggest thing in One Piece. Like who runs out of answer. You sorrow me. I don't have Raigo. Okay, GG's. Some decks, some matchups. You can look. You see, not removing that Jag against Brandon, the Rob Lucci player. Yes, that hurt me, giving a lot of advantage through the game. But I was able to. I keep answering the other things, so But yo, you see here. Here I don't have the right here. I don't have the flampe, and that hurts, man. Always hurts, man. You wanna have that flampe, brother. That's why I play 4 of her, man. Maybe I will have to take Iori's, man. No cap. So I go 6 here, then I go 8. He takes it, then I go Raigo. Yes, I lose like a Datsu, so it's not like the worst. But that's a 1K that I'm not gonna have on my hand. That's a card that I'm not gonna have in my hand, and that it's just you're losing resources. But I'm able to attack 6, 8, and then remove your Shanks. Do you have another 10 drop? I can always answer it to it. Just see what he does. But I have the blocker, so establishing the blocker early, is always good for the most part. The only weakness that I don't think you have a lot of. Yeah, Law was one of your weakest to play that blocker. It wasn't one of the worst matches, but. So here, guys, somebody told me, and you guys were right. Maybe here I should just swing with Banish. You know, maybe here I should just swing with Banish. And pass. And then, but here, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go 10 alive, because I'm establishing a 10 drop. You know, because what I was thinking is, he doesn't have a big character right now, right? And yes, he can go big to my life, but next turn I can go 5 to 4, 10 to 10 to I mean 5 to 1k, 10 to 1k, and then Raigo whatever he plays, because he's gonna attack my life no matter what, and I have the blocker. I have the blocker to protect my life if anything. And if he plays a 10 drop, well, if he plays new game, it's gonna be 8. So I have the blocker just to prevent me from being a 0. That's what I'm trying to say. But maybe, yeah, yeah. So, but guys, I took 3 cards out of his hand. 3 cards out of his hand. So that's why I did it. Like, it's just, you know, like, I'm established it now. I have, well, if you shank, it is what it is. You know, you shank, but. So the trigger, alive. I check it. This could be good, because I don't have depends what I do. I trigger it, just draw the card, potentially draw a high cost character. There you go. And then I heal. And I think I'm gonna discard the Yamato. Okay, I'll give him 1k just in case, but maybe the Yamato was better. But I have a 2k. This is the maybe playing 11 2Ks come back to haunt me, but that's just luck, man. I played 12 and I don't have a freaking 2K, man. That's just, you know, that's part of the game, so it is what it is. Oh, well, I should have one, but I play him. But I drew a Kara. That's not bad either. And he has all 10 dons, man. I think I'm gonna give him the blocker. Also, with the Franklin, I can just attack with the Franklin, you know? I don't know what. Oh, yeah. At this point, my daughter was calling me like 100 times. So that's why I'm like setting that up. Yep. Yep. Hey, así se va a quedar. That's the way to go, baby. Live and direct. En vivo y en directo. So here, you know, I'm thinking I'm gonna block because I want to keep myself healthy. You pay 10, you shanks is like wow, bro. So triggering that Franklin was all worth it because I still have 2 attacks and I can remove your 2 characters for sure. So keeping myself at 1 life was the play. And here, you know, I have Kara, I have Yamato to heal and maybe try to prolong the game, but we're going back and forth, we're removing each other board. And yeah, so here I just Raigo that. Maybe here you have an argument that I could have just went like 6/6 to live, but honestly, man, you know, let's just remove those characters, man. You know, what about if I can? Because if I'm gonna play something big, it means I'm not gonna be putting pressure on your life, and then you can kill me with those. And then 7/7 twice, man, pass. I have a Yamato I can heal. You know, hopefully we drew an ace. He has 4 cards in hand. And if he would, you know, it's just whoever runs out of high cost characters or answers, you know, it's like I said, that's just a generic fundamental of the game. You know, but I'm always grinding to the the between the lines, things I could done better, things you can manipulate, things that you can to abuse, how to properly attack, how to properly use your dons, all that. Always working on that, guys, to be better, to bring better content for you guys. And always in the comments, tell me what I could have done better, things we can do. Um, share the knowledge, share the love, man. So here, he's probably gonna swim big to my. He's probably gonna swim big to my. So that's the advantage. It's working. I mean, I'm on 1 life, so he's not gonna attack my life unless he has double rush. But that's the advantage of having a rested character. Like, hey, he's working like a blocker. I'm like, sure, brother. I'm not gonna defend that. There's no need for me to do that. But watching all these games, you keep learning. Play out blocker. I mean, that's really fine. Tell me this place you would have done it. So here, I decided to Karakuri, and then put the blocker at the life. Why I did that, chat? I did that because I don't want him to play the rush, because I'm on 1 life. So I rather you to play the Frankly again. I mean, to play the Sanji again, or have a 2K in hand at this point. Because I want, when I'm going for game, I want you to have a deck card. Like your last life to be a deck card. What about if that 2K saves you? What about if you play that rusher? I cannot get rid of him. You put me at 0 life, and then you have the counter or whatever. So, and my thought process was, I'm removing your pressure. Sanji is a 6K attack without down commitment. But I've been enjoying a lot of 1Ks lately, man. Like, I mean, I don't know, bro. Maybe it comes back to haunt me, playing the 11 1K, the 2Ks. But I'm gonna be changing. I'm making changes on the go, like on the sense, like I'm gonna go to locals. Okay, this didn't work. Okay, let me, do this, do that. So I gotta curry that, and then I go 7, and I give you the 2K. You wanna replay that? That's fine. But I put you a turn. I just remove your whole turn last turn. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I still have another Karakuri, I think. Okay. Yeah, there's no need for him to attack. You see what I'm saying? He would have put pressure on my hand if we would have a Sanji. Maybe it's too risky because he has a. So it's a 7K. So here I can go 8, 7, bounce. And just keep doing the same thing. Because now I'm gonna overwhelm him because I have. So here, yeah, it's fine. If you're gonna get that card, you're gonna get that card. You wasting your whole turn to play that dragon, to be honest. So he gives me a 2K that he should drew, and then I go 8. And you wanna be at 0 life, that's fine. And then I go 7, and then I bottom life that. And it just, are you gonna play your whole? I'm keeping you, like, I'm forcing you to play 1 character per turn, while I'm establishing my own character. Now it's 2 characters. I can defend my Karakuri rested for sure. So if you go for my life, I can choose, and you play out also. If you play that 8 drop dragon, you don't kill my board. Now I can go big 3 times to your life. You have no blockers. So here yeah, that's really good. So he's going 8 to 8. Then going 9 to 8. There's my 2K. Draw for turn. So here you text the water. The leader is at 8K. So you can just go be like 10. 10 is a great number to start. The only scary thing is, like, if I don't kill him, but he doesn't have all the cards in hand. So go to 10, see how he reacts. If he defends, then you kill the dragon, and then you swing to leader and pass. So you go 10 to life. There's no need for me to go to. Now you can ignore the board. Because 10 to life means a Radical Beam plus another card. And then you go 10 again. Do you have another Radical? And then you will go like 12 maybe. You go 12. You still have 6 tons. You can go 12 again. Oh, no, you can go 11. But he takes it, so it's like, okay, I guess I'm gonna put all my dons here. That's 16. But also you can like math him, try. But just go 6. The reason I went 6 is because I'm eating one card out of your hand, and then you're gonna have like 4 cards, and one of them are dead. You see what I'm saying? No, he has more than. That's 5 cards in hand, Chad. I think. So, yeah, you probably hear my daughter in the background. There, my wife and her are playing. So here, I'm just thinking like, yeah, go 6, take one card out of his hand, and then put everything there. I mean, it is what it is. So it gives me a 0-cost event. You see what I'm saying? And then you go there. Not enough, man. Not enough, man. GG's, man. GG's, man. Great game, man. I think it's the first time playing against you, brother. Great games, man. It was a pleasure to meet you, and hopefully we can keep learning from each other and keep grinding, guys. So your boy Brendan so far, got a few lucky games. Capone there from Trigger against Bonney. I was able to penalize him for not going for my board. We're gonna still studying that matchup, the Bonney matchup. We're gonna try different things now. But hey, if you don't see that Rago, man, the C3 Soros, GG's, my brother. So now let's get into the final round. All right, guys. So here we are, round 5, the final round, and guys, it's not getting any easier. So we got we got Capone to barely win against Bonney, right? Then crazy game with Lucci. We went to time and and then I went, and then like now Red Purple I was able to see my cars. Okay, that's fine. Lucci, the Luffy, the new leader. Shout out to Juan. I was able to see my cars. Okay, that's fine. But here, man, Nami. Nami's so scary, man. But shout out to Ruben, man. Shout out to you, man. He gave me a few tips for the matchup, and it worked wonders. What he told me is, yes, you want to build your board and before you start attacking big, but you can always put a lot of pressure early, and then in the later the game, that's when you start going big and big and big. So you're gonna see here, guys, if this is the new strategy to be Nami, or I just got lucky. Tell me in the comments down below, man. It's so scary, man. All these scary matchups. I'm like, oh my god, man. I told him, man, you got this, man. I'm gonna try my best, but you got this. But I think this is the best strategy you can do consistently. So what you usually do, you're mulligan for your early game, like having Flampe a few Gedatsu are really welcome because you can always kill the blocker. But you want to make sure you have something you can play since the beginning. You know what I'm saying? You always want to have something you can play in the early game. So here we don't play nothing at 3, so we go 8. He took it. He took the 8, right, guys? He took the 8, so I was fine. Now he plays the blocker, and I'm like, okay. And you want to go first because you get to attack first, and also you get to Gedatsu, right? Their blocker. But at the same time, they get to draw that extra card, so it's scary. It's scary for sure. So here I have the Gedatsu, thank God. I play the Gedatsu, kill the blocker. I go 5 alive. Always putting pressure, because he was giving me early game a lot of those events that giving a plus 2k for a 5k attack. So you're making your leader 7 with a 5k attack, and that's really welcome. And that's I was doing. Just repeat. You repeat every turn. You go, you swing once, establish a body, attack. Now I'm gonna be attacking you twice per turn. Then play something else. 3 times per turn. That's something else. Then in the late game, based on what you have on board, you start doing 7, 9, 7, 9, 9, 10, 10s, 7, 9, 10, 10s, and you go from there. I know people say 11s are the best numbers, 9 and 11s, but sometimes depending on your board, you just gotta do the best numbers you can do all across. Kai is so scary, man. One of my treasure cups that I got second place, that I couldn't get the Aperona, he Kaya me like 4 times, man. I had the game on my, I had the good board and everything, and he played like 4 Kayas in a row, and it was like, GG's, man. I don't know if you guys saw the nationals, but it was similar. The guy that did, the national, the Nami player that beat Lucci like that with 4 Kayas, it did happen to me, man. So scary, man. So here I'm playing Flampe. I'm trying to draw through my deck. I'm trying to fire another Gedatsu, because if I can get Gedatsu here and remove that Kaya, that's always welcome. So that's what I'm trying to do. Let's see here what I'm doing. Let's see here. Let's see here. So I go 7 alive. I went 5, 7 alive. I'm just putting pressure. And I believe here I have 4 dons open, 5 dons open. I'm always making sure, yeah. Imagine if I would have played like that to there, man. It would have been insane. Play the flank link and pass. Also, it's always welcome to have your high cost characters in hand too, like your aces. You know, you are that. Like, guys, not every match is gonna be in your favor, but you are that, and you try your best, and you're trying to fight a game plan that can maybe works 5 times out of 10, man. If you can make matchups 50-50, man, I'll take it, man. That with Bonney in my last 3 games, I'm 2-1. I take it. It is what it is. Against Karakuri, my last game, I'm 0-1, but like I said, I gotta get more games under my belt, get more experience, and like be able to, because I play the card, I know how the leader works, but you know, like I haven't played a bunch of games playing Enel against Kara, so but we're gonna get experience. We adjust, and if we can make the match at least 50-50, I take those. Karakuri is not always gonna have the 10 drops. It's not always gonna have the 7 drops. It's not always gonna have the best triggers. So hey, you take those. You know, it is what it is, man. You're not gonna win every tournament. So here I believe I have 9 dons, and I feel like I'm gonna play the Yamato first, kill the Kaya. That was really good. Then go 5 alive, keep putting pressure. Just, if he decks out before that, guys, he decks out before that. But yeah, but guys, tell me, this is the way? Ruben, give me the sauce, man. You know, like I'm not saying I'll do this and I'm gonna beat every Nami player, but because Nami she's doing her own thing, but I think this is a good strategy against them. Just putting pressure, man. I know some Namis play like triggers that bounce, so that's why I'm attacking first with the board. And then, yeah. Okay, he bounced, okay. And then I go. I didn't swim with leader? Oh, she's a 6k. So maybe I should have swim with leader first. But never mind. But it's fine. We put pressure. He has 4 life, and we're gonna start. We are 2 live, so we can like go 5, 5, 6, 9, 10. That's blue is so good at stacking deck. That's so funny. Literally stacking your deck. That's the blocker. That's good for him. So I believe I have Raigo in my hand. I could have easily Raigo that, but to be fair, I just want to put pressure in your hand. And then you know, I just want to put pressure. You know, like you have the blocker, yeah. Okay. All right, you trash 2 cards and you can search or something. I think that's what the card does. So here he doesn't have all the cards in the world. Now I have a decent board, and I have aces in hand, and that's always welcome. And you just put yourself in a situation where like you're just gonna repeat, and hope for the best. That's the best you can do, bro. It's just a hard matchup, bro. But that's what I'm saying. You know, we found ways. We adapt. You know, Nami's a great leader. She can deck out and just beat you, but you know, we just gotta find ways to say, hey, I got something to say about it. You know, like let me fight. You know, let's make it interesting. You know, let's just fight for it. You know, you beat me, brother. But you know, I'm not gonna just give it to you. And that's why it's good to watch your gameplay, to go back and analyze. And I have a community that's why I love my community. We're always sharing ideas, sharing tips. You know, we always making each other better. Because it's all about, you know, it doesn't matter how good you are as a player. If you don't see your cards, you don't get to showcase your ability. But we can always, there's little things in the game that you can always learn. And for some reason, sometimes, bro, I just, I don't know, like I do some weird things, like why you did that, why you did that, you know. But we humans, gonna keep grinding. So here, go 5. He's doing his things, but he doesn't have a lot of downs open. So I go 6. I say maybe I should have swing 5 with lead again, but I think he plays like an event that bounce. So yeah, he trashed a Kaya. I'm like, yeah, baby, we welcome those, baby. So I go 9. I'm always double checking. Okay. Okay. Another Kaya, bro. Insane. Beautiful. Pretty good. I gotta get a mic because I don't, you know, and I go 10. I think she's a 6K again because of the event, I think. So maybe that's why I didn't swim with leader. Maybe it's a mistake on me not swimming with leader first, but you can tell me in the comments down below. But I'm putting the pressure, guys. So now he only has 3 cards in hand, about to have 4. So let's see what happens. You definitely swim with Franklin first, and then you swim with leader. But I don't know, man. Whatever. You just trying to put the and I have another ace. Oh no, never mind. I have a Kara. So here I will showcase what I did back-to-back turns. Yeah, but honestly, that's what you do, man. It was an amazing day, man. Like I said, with this list, I went back-to-back on the Fidia locals, 9-0, and it pushed the word, man. It pushed the word. I haven't showcased it. I went to a Star Treasure Cup, lost to Bonney, lost to Kara. It happens. So I finished 2-2. Couldn't get that 5th Perona, but we're blessed. We're being blessed. We got placed, so we were just trying to get another one. And it just, you know, and get more experience, get better as a player, man. You know, I'm never gonna believe I'm the best player or the best Enel. No, man. It's a card game. You need skill, luck, knowledge. A lot of things have to go in your way to go undefeated. So no matter what type of tournament you are going. So yeah, but like I say, just go to my Hawakama third Perona. Basically the same list. I just make room for the new Namis. I remove the 3 Rocket Luffys and 1 0 cost, and I put 4 Namis. But it's the same list minus the Rocket Luffys and the 0 cost event, and I put 4 the new Namis. So guys, go check that list out. I was able to be Bonney. I was able to be, you know, a lot of, and with Enel before that, when I had the Rocket Luffys and before the new set was allowed, I was like, I won 2 treasure cups in a row. It was like that list is just performing really well. It's just now in the meta we have Karakuri, Pudding, so we got that. But this list, it performs really well. I might go back to it, you know, just like I said earlier in the video. Now I'm gonna be testing Cracker, see how it feels. I'm gonna be testing the 5 cost Shirayoshi to see if it gets more consistent to my deck and see how it goes, and we go from there. Okay, so here, guys, to me the best numbers go 7, go 9, 9, 10, and 10. Based on my base attacks characters, I think that's the best across numbers I can do. 7, 9, 9, 10, 10. That's what I did. Guys, he's running out of cards. He's running out of dons too. And that's when you want the Nami player. You want the Nami player with no hands, and you want the Nami player not be able to block 9k stacks. You see what I'm saying? Okay, 10. It's powerful. This is when you want the Nami player. Just reading, making sure what he does. He's playing the dons. Okay. Okay, you gotta trash for it. Or paint, I don't know what he's doing. I mean, he told me, I know he's not, you know, it's just, you know, just reading. I don't remember, you know. And then, guys, I having a 2 life, but he has 3 cards in hand, but he has, look at his deck. It's almost decking out. But you don't have to do anything crazy. Don't overthink it. Go 7, 9, 9, 10, 10. That's it. Oh my god, bro. Pilaf, bro. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, look at that deck, guys. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, bro, so scary. Oh man, you're gonna search, man. Please whiff. I think he whiffed. I think he whiffed like twice with that, so I take it. Look at that deck, man. Look at that deck, man. So scary. Oh my god, this is so scary, bro. I'm like, okay, man, if you're gonna take out, you're gonna take out, bro. But let's, you know. But guys, tell me in the comments down below if this is the way. Tell me, as an Enel player, what you do against Katakuri. Do you choose Prey? Some matches, we're not gonna win every match, guys. It is what it is. And like I say, hey, if I have a lot of bad matchups, hey, we bring back Kara, we test Pudding, we play Lucci. Don't worry, man. We grinding in the back, man. We grinding in the back. And we're gonna keep grinding, and we're not gonna stop. I'm always in the grind, baby. Always. We're never gonna stop grinding, man. We're never gonna stop grinding, guys. And thank you so much for watching our latest video, my first local with Enel. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for your support. So probably this video, you know, in a couple of days maybe, I'm gonna let that video, you know, people see it and learn and that, and then, you know, we showcase this one. But thank you so much, man. We're gonna try to do content more consistently. So right now for me it is Monday, so maybe tomorrow the video will be available. But hey, who cares? Whatever you see it, that's when it's available. So you guys can enjoy and we can learn from each other, things that I could have done better. Like I say, after this event, I did a treasure cup. I finished 2-2. Go check it out so you can learn from that, you know. And I'm gonna keep grinding, guys. I know John, he's testing Karakuri early in the format, so I gotta like get together with him and play test a lot against that matchup. And like I say, Kara is gonna have bad matchups too. If you play in Puri, you're also gonna have bad matchups. So it is what it is, man. You just try your best to, you know, just try your best to make the matchup 50-50 as consistently as possible, and you live with the results. So guys, he barely has no cards in hand. I'm gonna do the same thing, man. 7. Do you, brother? If you deck out, you deck out, man. But woof, it's an amazing tournament, man. Man, this is the way we beat them, man. This is the way. Oh my god. But I'm gonna get grinding, boys. I might go to, if you guys are near Heaven Games in Florida, Calceveri. I think I've never been there, but I think it's gonna be my first. It's gonna be my first time being there. So yeah, I'm so excited to probably. I'm gonna try to make it today. Maybe you guys see me, you know. But well, by the time you're watching this, it's too late. Maybe 1-2 days after that. So here we are. Let's see what we do here. Yeah, same numbers, guys. If you take out, you take out. That's, to me, that's the best numbers you can do. 7, 9, 9, 10, 10, brother. Like, don't go crazy. You know? If I would have a Gedatsu, I would have done 8, 9, 9, or 9, 9, 7. Or yeah, I would have done 2 dons on leader, 3 and 3 on Gedatsu. And then I had 2 dons open, and I would do 10 and 11. So it would be even better. But we don't have that Gedatsu. Maybe I could have done that, I don't know. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. But he only has 2 dons open. That's the advantage. So he had to give me all that for that. I'm making sure this is being live streamed so we don't miss it out. Guys, I know I'm close. So I'm like, I'm gonna do another 9, man. Oh, my daughter was calling me. Never mind. It was my daughter was just calling me, bro. It was like, yeah. But I didn't know the live stream was going on. But I'm like, why are you calling me? I even spoke to her, bro, I think, at one point. I'm like, Mommy, I'm doing good. I'm in the game. Let me finish this. But I don't know. I don't know that it's still recording. You know, I don't know that. So that's why you see me, you know? Oh my god, I'm like, I'm this close to maybe do it, you know? Because, yeah, you know, you see the thumbnail and, like, you know, yeah, you know, we did it, but Come on, bro. I don't know. Did we did it though? Did we did it? I don't know, man. That's too. You know, the only good thing I have in my favor right now is that he doesn't have a lot of dons open. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if he had the dons to just do the events and deck out, GG's. But that's the advantage of being aggressive early. I was able to put his hand small. This is the way, guys. This is the way. But we're gonna get granted with Enel. We're not gonna give up on him just because we have Kata, a bad matchup with Kata, with Bonney, or with Pudding. Because if we have, I haven't played test against Pudding, but if we have a bad match against Kata, it's just common sense you're gonna have a bad matchup with Pudding. But we're gonna get grinding, man. We're gonna keep grinding. Oh my god, bro. But we did it. You know why? Because if he took that 10, just yeah, and then 10. Do you have it, brother? He's like, no, I don't have it. He pay, yeah. He pays 2. I'm like, okay. That makes it a 9K, 10K. Oh no, we did it! Let's go! Let's go! Look at me, so excited, so happy. I cannot believe it. Look at me. Yeah, we did it, guys. We finished undefeated. We got $60 store credit. We got a winner card, the toy lot that nobody cares about anymore. We got that card like a month, 2 months too late, but we did it, guys. I cannot believe it. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Thank you so much for your love. Like I said, after that, we went to a treasure cup. We finished 2-2. So go check it out so you can learn from me how I got my, like, hey, learn from for the ads beatdown that I got, or the beatdown that I got, man, so you don't have to go through it. But shout out to Layton, to the players. It was like a 30 players, 30 some players local. We did it. I cannot believe it. I'm so excited. Again, guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment the video. Again, thank you so much for your love, for your support. This is your boy Brandless signing out. Take care. I love it.